I'm going to read one more from this book, I think. Two elegies in a row. We'll get back to sex in a moment. This is an elegy for my Uncle Terry. My Uncle Terry was the last of 3 brothers to survive. My father died when I was 6 months old, and then his other brother died fairly early too, and then Uncle Terry survived the longest. And so this is an elegy for the 3 of them. It's called 3 Brothers. 3 brothers are walking the bluff at night. They talk low because grass is quiet. They do not want to awake the old wood, cellar hole, window frame, iron feet to the stove. Gray birds hide in the frosted green tree with thorns, and square butte chimes like a flattened shade. A river finds the other river in cottonwoods below. They are walking down the hill, sidestepping yucca, kicking tin, baling wire, a cracked bit from the horse's teeth. Down the hill, moonlit and gray, they find boards above the well. Set them aside. It is wet underneath. The boards smell of wet wood. The oldest brother climbs down. A dog barks in the valley. The well inhales the other like smoke. The last brother climbs down, his legs new-formed, his bare feet feeling the stones again. The water is so cold they all shiver, their bodies lit like marble, iron tufts of hair on their chests. The circle of sky above them contains the world. It gets smaller, so small and bright. They can see their breath. Soon that is all they see. The brothers begin to talk about an orange, a woman, the tree with thorns, the drive through eucalyptus, the whiskey, the lawn. The water in the well is so cold, so sweet, seeping from underneath, not far from here. They talk through the long night. And so we are left to live on in our shapes. A bird makes noise, cracking in the dead leaves of the vine crawling the elm. And I am left to look to the sound, see the mountain jay hidden, revealed among leaves, drab head, hidden again, then fluttering, blue breast, wing blur. What little weight he has then, flying where I will no longer see him, blue as he was, delicate bones in the joints, angle of beak and craw. Even now in our weariness, we will bear this light, lovely as it is this autumn, shadows licking the north with the flicking trees. We bear it with ease of long lifting, the way the sky makes us forget that we are tired, that we have been looking a long time, that we are looking for all those who have gone, and for those 3, what they didn't see. Sky this morning, when my daughter told me, hurry, come look. And through the trees in the front yard, the mottled pink, quilted against the powdery blue, and the linden in its silhouette green. Even she has taken it on, her body changing daily, her fingers growing long, the organs inside it lit like gears of an ivory clock, bringing the day. Hurry, she says, and I rush to look with her, open the door, step into the wooden porch in my nightshirt to see what the world is today, with her beside me, the wind blowing shadows through the grass, how we must look in this eastern light. One more elegy in there, and then we'll just end all on sex. Just for just for you guys, just for the kids. These are poems for the kids. We all have teachers that we love and that we cared about, and I have several. When I was in junior high and high school, there was a guy in our hometown, Great Falls, Montana, who came from Colorado, and he was a hippie. I grew up in Great Falls, Montana. This guy was a hippie. He was really, really skinny, and he had a goatee. I don't think I'd ever seen a goatee before, and he had a ponytail that he braided. He was a hippie, and he was a jazz guy. His name was Wayne Wickham. He came to teach the jazz band at our high school. Imagine, Great Falls High School had a jazz band teacher. And he was phenomenal, and he really changed our lives in so many different ways. One night, he taught us a lot, but we'd also go to his house every once in a while. He had this shed in the back room that was this long, it was like a railroad car. It was this long shed, and he had a piano in there, and this funky little drum set, and a stereo, and he'd sit in there and smoke a pipe, and we'd come in, because he was like the guru, you know, go to the mountain, get those out your wisdom, dude, you know. And he'd sit there, and we'd listen to Charlie Parker, and we'd listen to Tom Waits, and we'd just sit in there and think about stuff. Well, one night he had this tape, this amazing tape, and it was a tape of a mockingbird. That's all it was. Somebody had a little cassette tape, and it was a mockingbird. And this mockingbird singing these amazing lines. It was like a jazz musician, just blowing, just going at it. Half an hour of this mockingbird, and he sang these incredible melodies and never repeated itself. It was incredible. And I guess, I think about it now as a lesson in the fecundity of the universe. You think you want to write? You think about that mockingbird. What's that mockingbird doing? And he was thinking, here's the line, and I'm going to follow this line. And the world will offer that up to you. You just kind of follow it. Think about the mockingbird. Wayne Wickham taught us that. It's like a jazz player. You get up there, listen to the chords, and blow. So this is for Wayne. He passed away in Thanksgiving this year. The Mockingbird tapes for Wayne Wickham. Play the tape of Birdsong late at night when we come in white shirts. Do you smoke a pipe? Smoke a pipe. I want lamplight hardened, amber, catch your breath, smoke, locusts. You are not lost like the missing, just lost, disappeared in desert, disappeared in silver neglect. That night with the mockingbird, you teach sustain. The bird keeps going without repeating. Your shed, train car full of birdsong, winter. Alley groans behind us, light posts, frozen pitch. The alley is way out, the house across the yard. The winter won't last. The bird keeps singing, stolen sunny stit keeps singing. You close your eyes, you hear what I can't hear. You close your eyes, the piano flies piece by piece, birds from the cottonwood on the shore, grackles, ugly singers, lifting 1, 5, 90, the piano flying through the sky of teeth, of black ash, blanket of slivers with wings, trumpet splinters, birds against indifferent sky, pure blue like loss and everything. The Thirst Cycle. 2 poems about sex, and then I'm out of here. Then you guys can bring your sex poems up and see what you got. You got sex poems too, right? Sex poems, antique roadshow poems, and off you go. This is called The Thirst Cycle. It's after a line from a poet named Rosa Alice Franco. The epigraph is, "Help me to become your thirst." Want, small sparrows, punctures light with feathered bodies and chat. To make emptiness ahead of birds, that space their bodies fill second is my desire. To make desire many bells within bells. I no longer want to be the water, but the parched tongue. Weakness when the body needs, craving a sip. I may be satisfied to learn by model, shape myself in thirst, empty boat in sand, my voice like dried weeds, ticking the planks, hissing glass. Mirrored thirst makes its own rain, and drought, again followed by rain. Help me make water come down. Help it vanish. My now fiance and then girlfriend taught me this word haptic. And haptic is the way that your body can see in the dark without your eyes. So like, oh, I know what the bottle is. You know where it is because your body sort of senses that. And the term is haptic. It's kind of a cool word. And so this poem's called Haptic. Thank you so much to Star for having us out tonight, and thank you all for coming and for being a great audience. So Haptic. I see you with my hands, world. The stickers from my dog's chin, hidden in fur, clinging parasite, sharp in the whirl of my finger. But fur cleaned, soft and fluid. I know where to find the water glass, the light switch, the click, the way to turn it off. I don't need to look. My skin's so alert to the texture of lime, leopard cool roundness my palm claims. And you, in the dim, I do not find my eye. I do not open my eyes to find you, to speak your shape with my hands, to find the length from your hip to your knee, from your brow to your bright mouth. Skin knows what it sees. It tells further light, quick to the brain, gives it scent and heat, salting the inward tongue. My spine sends tendrils and vines to replace daylight and sound. Thanks.